Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another stream. This is the Count of Monte Fisto, and we're going to actually finish 999 this time. I was too tired to stream last night. Fridays are always like iffy. I'd like to stream, ideally I want to stream, then it gets to around like 8 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, no energy. Yes, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna be finishing this up. I think we only have one more puzzle room and then a bunch of story. So if we do finish early, it's kind of a big if because I always underestimate. I've been underestimating the length of this game since fucking stream 1. But if we do finish early, we can switch to Silent Hill 2. Get an extra stream in there, so that way I don't fall behind too much. Without further ado, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, and then we'll do that. And yeah, let's open up this game. Yeah, this is like just a shockingly meaty game. I feel like, considering that if you buy, what's it called on Steam, just Zero Escape, the Nonary games. Yeah, buy this shit on sale, and you just, the sheer hour to dollar amount is just disgusting. Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully you're doing well. It's good, Gable. How you doing this fine day? I was saying last time, I'm not sure if you were there, but I think as soon as Spooktober's over, I think I'm just gonna jump right into Tales of I keep forgetting it. Goddamn, what a fucked up series. It's giving me numbers. Tales 2. There we go. Tales 3. Fuck you. God, the one with all the goddamn swords. It's not Eternia. Yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. You know the name of the guy. Destiny. There we go. Tales of Destiny. And then we'll probably start Dragon Quest V at some point as well. Yeah, look at this shit. As soon as you hit this block, and then it's like you unlock this, you unlock all of these, and you're like, oh god, no. So, there's a lot of plot dump. So we thought June was 0, but it might be Santa that's 0, but I think that just might be a red herring. I think it might be like... Oh god, it's predominantly... Alright, so... We thought that June's number might be 0, but Santa has gone in through, like, no matter what timeline you go to, Santa always goes into every single room with June, right? So it's not that she has 0, Santa might have 0, and she actually has the 9, which cancels each other out. Which then begs the question, well, then what the fuck did the 9-man have? The 9-man has to have 9. So, that's pretty much it, and we got a bunch of exposition on the whole nature of the puzzles from, our good old homie Snake. So now we are in the second room, where this looks like the place where they made all of the locks and the puzzles and shit. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we solved in other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero did something that I skipped through too fucking quickly. Machines and puzzles he need to see his plan come to fruition. Can I get anything though? Hey Junpei, is this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Wait, another nautical table? I wonder if this like rehashes the shit. Is it a different one or a new one? Study nautical table. Was this a return trip? Wait, so that's going down left. Down left. My favorite cardinal directions. Yeah, it's like it's going reverse. Okay. Alright, well let's write this shit down. Alright, so let's write on here, fuck it. South. West. Southeast. northeast, east, north, east. It's a hell of a way to go from Britain to California, but whatever. Go from one commie state to another, as I like to call it. What's good, Collector G? How you doing, bro? Too fucking tired to stream yesterday. Oh, I saw that you have a planned stream of Faith. If you get to Faith before I do, let me know what you think of that one. I'll try to see when you're streaming that, and I'll try to hop in. Look, Junpei, the rust on here looks like Elvis's face. Yeah, how exciting. Gosh, this looks really big and it feels really sturdy. It does seem pretty heavy duty. I suppose this belongs to whoever used this room, wouldn't you say? It's quite an astute observation there. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. Unless you're a fucking video game YouTuber with a wall of old video games you paid way too fucking much for. There's a control panel in front of the big screen here. I wonder if these buttons do anything. Oh, fuck. Pretty good, just exhausted from work this week. Dude, you and me both, man. I don't know what it was about this week that fucked with me so much, but it did. I just feel fucking exhausted, man. Anyway, I got my coffee here. I'll slowly sip on that. Still fucking hot, thanks to the Yeti. What's this? There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. I see that. I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on or off. It's gotta use that to make all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You wanna take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? Piece of paper, bunch of numbers. Alright, let's go back and try it again. Anyway, it looks like I just need to make all the cells all green. Ah, shit. Alright, well, this is gonna be a bitch. Oh, what's good, Ace? How you doing today, bro? Collector G says, currently playing Mega Man 5 on my Steam Deck while munching on Graves. You know how you like that. I remember enjoying 6 quite a bit, but by the time 6 came out, no one gave a shit about the Mega Man series on the NES anymore. So it tends to get not in the discussion as much as, like, 2, 3, and 4. I forget even who was, like, 5? Did 5 have, like, Pharaoh Man and shit in it? And, like, Dust Man? Probably getting them confused. Alright, so L is 21. So we want to have them equal 10, 21, 21? 21, I'm assuming. Oh, so we really just had to have them all showing up, okay. Ah, fuck, I always do suck at these. Hold on. Okay. Nope, nope. Ha, fuck. Alright, some of these we don't want. Oh god, that makes it way harder, huh? Oh, so we only want those. Which ones do we not want? Ah, shit. Playing Half-Life 2. Ah, that's on my list to play. Hear really good things about it. I don't know why I've never gotten around to it. I've just never gotten around to it. But I hear really good things. Everyone loves Half-Life 2. Collector G says by October of next year, I want to have blasted through all the Mega Man Legacy collections, including the Mega Man X collections. I know what you think of those. Mega Man X is like, let me say it this way: I like Mega Man X as a series more, but as a series, it's way less consistent than the Mega Man series. You get like Mega Man X has higher highs and lower lows, much lower lows. But let me know what you think of Mega Man 7. I think that game is super underrated. Alright, so we do not want the B. Alright, so let me just kind of make a little 9 block of what we want. So really, we just want the center bottom one off and the top left one off. How would we go about doing that, though? Just randomly do shit. Yep. Oh, what's up, Layla? What do you want? Oh, I'm sorry, my dog wants some love. I might, just piece the fuck out of here. Go to this later. Well, according to the chart Clover gave me, I just need to plug in a number for each letter. It's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. Orientations on desk. Wonder if I'm supposed to put something in them. We're drifting into... Oh, look at this. Looks like something, someone's working on a solution. Got some handwriting on it, too. New material. Let's check this. Oh, there we go. Document says 9-panel cross puzzle, first draft on it. It was found in the filing cabinet in the small cluttered room. As it says first draft, and presumably it was improved upon in the second draft, third, and so on. Well, yeah, base A, I get it. I really just have to know which ones to turn on to have it say all. Find the sum of the numbers aligned horizontally and vertically. Do not calculate the areas that are colored in. In the Ravenholm part of... Half-Life 2. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to go into Half-Life 2 like completely blind. I really don't know much about it, other than there's like weird episode 2 and episode 3 and all that shit. Which apparently that was also never completed. This never finished shit when it came to Half-Life 2, or just Half-Life in general. Pippe, it looks like there's a compass on there. Ah, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. Same thing. The important part is the nautical table we just found. I have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to have to use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay, then show me. Now. Of course. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. This looks like it probably works the same way the steering wheel in the wheelhouse did. That's the... Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, so we got this shit. I'm gonna start with south. West. Southeast. Northeast. East. Almost fucked that up. Shit, I did fuck it up. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so southeast, southwest, southeast, northeast, east, northeast. Yeah, I know. Hold up, we got this. My excuse is I'm still working through my coffee, bear with me. Northeast, east, north, and east. There we go. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It's kind of slid open. Something came out. Oh yeah, I heard a noise too. You know, that big box in the hallway by the exit? I think it made a noise, like something unlocking, you know? A noise, huh? Symbol that looks like a steering wheel engraved on it. All you need to know about Half-Life 2 is the crowbar. Best weapon in the game. Is it that good? They improve it upon it that much for, 1 to 2. Well, now we got something on the monitors at least. What's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle. I wonder if these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and it'll turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to the area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls in a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. Jewelry of the balls in the area must match the number for that area. I still don't really get it. Whatever, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. What do you mean practice makes perfect? Hey, let's see you solve the next one. Then you can make fun of me. God, I'm always roasting on the blind dude. Alright, so... Oh! Do I want this to equal 6? 4, 2, 1. Oh wait, no, I can't do math too well. Sorry guys, retardation. No, that still doesn't work. 6. What do you mean? You try to equal 15? Maybe I can just... No, what's it said 3 to 5 though, right? You touch a numbered area. That area will be selected. I'll turn blue to indicate it. Touching a numbered ball after selecting the area will cause that ball. Oh, okay, so I can select the other one. Got it. Alright, alright. Ah, I missed that fucking aspect. Okay, cool. So, let's do 6, 4, 5, and then for 3, we can equal 12. 8. Oh, you have to use all the numbers. Shit, that makes it a little bit trickier, huh? Is this like is this like representing that 9's dead? Maybe Zero practiced this in order to figure out how to do shit. I wonder if Zero assumed that 9 was gonna die immediately. Alright, so what are some numbers we can have equal? Do 24 and 12, maybe? Do 24 first. $15, 18. Does that equal it? It does. Cool. Got it. I did not do the math for the second one. I just kind of assumed that maybe that worked. There's still 3 more indentations left in empty. I imagine something will happen when they're all filled. Seem likely. Alright, so I had to do that 4 times, 1 for each shield we get. Oh wait, there's a desk area there? So that one's locked. Okay, so we gotta open that one after we solve all the puzzles. Something on the screen at least, huh? What's this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something back like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code. Yeah, the dots here look like dits for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line. 4 on the second, 1 on the last. Afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I'll try. If I do that, though, gotta run through the instructions. Once we enter our answer, it'll automatically determine if it was the correct answer or not. Alright, let's do this. Do we have any, like, clues, though? I mean, I don't have any clues. I guess we're gonna find clues from somewhere. Right, so let's open it. Oh, holy shit. Oh, we found the mummy. That's pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in there. A coffin. Oh man, does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be... Sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. Wonder if there's a vampire in it. But I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Man, I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. All ice. Ah, the 2 machines. Holy shit, man, this is serious. Well, let's open it, shall we? Clover, you can give me a hand. Okay, I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. No luck. It doesn't seem to give. Yeah, but it's not screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, you think you could open up with your superhuman strength? No, what's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we just have to give up on the coffin for now. Look around the room a little while more, shall we? Alice sleeps in the small chamber past the force of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. Is that actually true? If there's anything else we can do here. Oh, there are. Hope this is Morse code. Let's see. Oh god, 3 charts? Really, motherfucker? Morse code chart found on the steel shelf in the small cluttered room. It has Morse code key for the letters A to I. Short mark is called DIT, made by tapping the button. Ah, it's the long one. Fuck. Alright, we gotta spell some shit? What do we need to spell, though? Piles of crap everywhere. It's a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be at it till the cows come home. Doesn't seem too bad. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves then. Don't get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay, guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. These monitors hang from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Nice, I guess we get a card later on. Well, shit. We can't interact with any of that. We already got the shit from this. This puzzle's hard as fuck, but I mean, let's try it. Is there a way we can slowly shift these one over? Yeah, fucking with shit too much. I just need to move this like shaded one down one. I'm not sure how to do it. Any one of these I hit will do that shit. God damn, it's difficult. How can I just cancel this one? Shit! God damn it! It's like I know the solution, I just don't know how to get there. Like really, it doesn't even matter all of this shit. It really doesn't. I had to figure out which ones to not leave off, which is this one and this one. Not sure how to get to that. There we are. I got to it. The secret to that one is to bitch. What you want to do is just bitch, and then you'll find the solution. Seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. That's what I would expect of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We got no time for that. Let's look at this. Check out the edge of the control panel. It's slid open. Another one. Oh, man. Thing in the steel cabinet. I mean, I guess we can just do one of these again. I refuse to read the terrible puns. So, what can we do here? Obviously, you want 10 on the other side, because that's the only... Like, if it's 1, it has to be 10. At least I think so, right? No, wait, you can have 19, because... Oh, wait, can you have 19, actually? 1 and 9 would equal 10, which would equal 1. Okay, you can have 19. Alright, let's look at it from that way. So 19, and then maybe 16. Possibly we can do that. So that'd be 14. See, that one's like fucking way easier once you get that one, huh? Oh, this is a little monitor. I wonder what this is. I got no idea. Small machine. I messed around with it a bit, but I couldn't get it to do anything. Mess around? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing. You should have better luck if you got to know it with it first, Junpei. Oh, come on, you guys are stretching here. You guys are jerks and it's still not working. What are we supposed to do here then? There's the Morse code puzzle, but I really don't understand what exactly I'm supposed to do with that one. Like, I get that you can spell shit with it, but I don't know what I would even need to spell. Looks like it's supposed to go here as at least 3 letters. It's got 3 lines. I think each one has... Well, maybe it's ice, right? Because the other one we had to spell all. Well, if that's the case, then perhaps the letters you need are made up of 2 symbols, 4, and 1. Oh, well, that's a fucking good, 2, 4, 1. One line is 2 spaces, next 4, only 1. In other words, you gotta enter the dots and dashes instead of 2, 4, and 1. Let's do that. 2, 4. Yep, that's probably what it is. Then 1. Got it. That's exactly what it is. I see, it seems you've solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How'd you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah yes, I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right of the device after you solved the puzzle. It sounded rather like something slitting open. Do you see anything that could have made that noise? Yeah, it's true. Ah yes, one more thing. I heard a sound from beyond the shutter. Perhaps the coffin just unlocked now? What? Alright. Let's fucking do that then. Let's find ourselves a waifu, boys. Alright, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. It's a box. Holy shit, this is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in there, I just know it. Okay, deep breaths. Here we go. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There's something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What's that? Kind of the funny thing is, I mean, I guess I shouldn't spoil anything. I mean, at this point, it's kind of fucking starting to become obvious. The whole mummy thing might be a bit of a red herring, but not really. Very bizarre, very out there. There are 2 things on the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we got a plate with an emblem on it and the Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get through the hallway. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to get out of this room first, you know. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. I don't have any objections to that. I think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. It's really important, though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for now. As far as this other thing goes... Awful pattern just looks like the lid on the coffin. Alright, so now we just have 2 more of these puzzles, but we kind of gotten good at this shit now. Steering wheel, cross, mysterious circle, 4 waffle patterns. Alright, dick. Can't think of anything clever. Please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Ah, shut up. Just give me a break, alright? Think of something. We're very, like, calm and relaxed considering that our homies are being held at gunpoint and possibly already dead. But, whatever. Alright, so I'm assuming this is gonna be 16 and 16, so let's just do it. Shit, can't do that one. shit. God damn it. What does that equal? 15. Fuck. Does that even equal 9 plus... Yeah, 9 plus 8. That's 16. That would equal shit. But, Not 8, 4, and 5. If we just figure out one of these, we can figure out the other one. 8, 4, and 5. 8, 2, and 7. No. What the fuck does the 8 go with? Maybe I have to have something equal 25? Is that possible? No, the highest you can go, because it has to be 3 and 3. The highest I can go is 21. And the lowest I can go is 11, with 2, 4, and 5. So it has to be 16 and 16. Wait, am I just doing this shit wrong? Just straight up? Is my math just that bad? It is. No, wait, what? No, because that's 17. 17, 15, fuck. Oh shit! Alright. Fuck. This is a bit of a tricky one, huh? Now we just need numbers equal 14. Even would equal 14. I mean, the 2 has to fit in with something. Four and 8 wouldn't be it. 5 and 8 wouldn't be it. The only possible combination would be 6 and 8, yeah? There we go, Jesus. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Motherfucker, you can't see shit. Fuck you. The 4th one, the puzzle looks a lot like the last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright, let's solve it in no time. I refuse to believe that we're not at the bottom of the ocean already. Alright, so they all have to go into one. Right? No? So there can be a combination with just 2? Okay, so let's try something like this. Alright, I think that's the only combination that can equal 9 just straight up. Is 2 and 7. Everything else would be too high, so this has to be 18. I don't think any of them can equal 8 either, so you have to have it be 17 and 18. Fuck. Alright. Oh, there you are. Okay, okay, so red means no more can be added. Got it. Okay, so I think 2 can't go through. Got it. From the bottom left corner of the desk.
A picture. What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters. He had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And this second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
He's one of God's chosen.
He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture?
Did we really only learn this in the other? We must have learned this one in the other fucking branch. Yeah. Okay, so we learned about this in the other branch, which is why Junpei doesn't know about this in this branch yet.
Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well.
It's kind of weird how with the other branch, right? You learn a lot more about the experiment and Cradle Pharmaceuticals, and I guess in this branch you learn all of your other answers, or all your other questions about Alice and Zero, which we still don't fully understand that aspect, right? But clearly for this plot line to make sense, they have to uncover this fucking plot point as well.
Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently though. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
Why can't you see it, Snake?
No, there's one more
Please
guy.
spell that out for me.
He's got kinda long hair. He looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
Yeah, come on, Junpei, the fuck?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Huh.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the
Bukake
organizers of the Nonary
Mitsubishi
Gang 9 years
Samurai.
ago. That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is the Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice.
Did I mention my hearing
Was
is
the
really
voice
good?
of the devil. I couldn't be sure though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago. You were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, I would have told everyone else.
You dumb bitch.
And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei, you think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
I love how we're not in a rush. Like, all right, this is all cool and all, but let's sprint to save our friends and not die.
Sure.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Kake, samurai.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Mitsubishi Hibashi.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Hey, 7. Do you?
Shut it! Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashiro, Cradle Pharmaceuticals, Nonary Project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
Everything.
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. Give it a shot. No promises. I'm a detective.
Oh, let's save now that we finished all these goddamn puzzles. It's a good idea in general.
It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's
I'm
right
a Sigma male.
told. That's why I followed my
I go
gut.
my own way.
A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common: a history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. In my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding, my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one will find you for a week. That's what you want. The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought.
He injected me with HRT. I started streaming on Twitch and bought a pair of programming socks.
My face hit cold concrete. I was out. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high. Probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
It was great.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me...
This is all very, very sexual. Took out the pictures.
A massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal
Never
door
this part.
just
I
been
guess this is
slammed
where it
shut.
falls apart.
Then, there was a voice. What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror.
Some of them were gay up screaming in
Howl
terror.
made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. There had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for. They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator.
Why does it keep showing the toilet, though?
Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door.
He was in the middle of explaining.
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit, and the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right! Grabbed onto the rope. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after her. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform, the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
I'm not entirely sure why they decided to dress like gangsters from a Dick Tracy comic.
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me. Hongo had lost. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Artie nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door, but the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kid started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up, feet pounding the steps, our arms pumping fast. Round, 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 the devil was on the tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go.
Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait!
I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right?
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me.
Maybe Akane and, June, whatever. Maybe June and Santa are collectively 0?
We ran all the way to the bottom floor.
Strange.
Kane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win. My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
Calling someone an idiot before you kill them is kind of funny. Or like calling them a poopy pants before stabbing them 3 times.
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. Then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But...
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please help me! I'm really scared! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
It's gonna be alright. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise!
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki. You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi, Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
Why doesn't, like, at this point, Junpei's like, yeah, kind of Kurashiki is June. Not sure how that works, but there you go. It's kind of weird that everyone in the game, I mean, they explain why, Snake has been hiding some details. And I guess that, 7 has, fucking brain issue.
There's still a lot we don't know.
But why Lotus being here, though? Other than being the mother of 2 of the kids. 2 daughters, by the way. It's definitely not the mom of Santa and June. Like everyone else, right? Yeah, because Ace and 9 Man are in on the experiment. 7 is a detective on the shit. June and Santa, brother and sister from the experiment. Snake and Clover, brother and sister from the experiment. So really it's just Junpei, why the fuck is he here? Or me here, why is me here? And then Lotus. I mean, Lotus has a connection to the experiment, but not that strong a connection, right? Unless she was just doing heavy research and was getting close to the, No, but it's not like Cradle Pharmaceuticals set this shit up. Clearly it's, Akane, Santa, or Akane and Santa.
I mean, like, a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
About all the other murders were kind of like clever, but it's like, no, this guy just acts in the back. No, nothing too clever about it, just straight to the point.
You mean this was all just revenge?
Oh, where are we, by the way? Are we still right here? Oh my god, dude. How long could this ending possibly be? Holy shit. 4 hours later.
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
So the other endings, like the bad endings anyway, or I guess even the quote-unquote good endings, or the conditional ending, all of it is just this crazy-ass master plan going to complete shit.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
So 8-hour stream go. It's crazy how it always happens at the end of games. I've said this before, Gable. It's like when games are like telegraphing, like, hey, you're at the end of the game. It's like you're gonna play to the end. But every time it starts telegraphing it's the end of the game, it's like fucking 20-hour ending, dude.
Whoa, what the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
Like a Dragon Ball Z episode, dude. Why are we still standing around talking? Well, I guess we get that from everyone. Keycard with a 0 in the middle of it. It.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too. Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
I remember back when everyone just called it Uranus. I feel like it was right around like the mid 2000s when it's like, no, it's actually pronounced Uranus. It's like not according to the last 100 years of human history. Go fuck yourself. It's Uranus. Fuck you. Don't deprive me of that joke.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! Oh, I think it unlocked. It says incinerator, so this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it. Let's go. What the hell is going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Maybe Junpei's just here because Jun's a psycho.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
Once again, Santa June or Santa June combo would have wanted this to be the point that we got to. The question is why? Because clearly when Santa had June at gunpoint, like, it's not like they wouldn't recognize each other, you know what I mean?
You have me at a disadvantage. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Oh wait, so you don't know what YouTube poop is? YouTube poop is some shit from like, I don't know, early YouTube, like late 2000s, early 20-teens, where people would just take some like old school ass fucking memed out the ass videos and just edit them really shittily in like Microsoft Video Editor. That's really all it is, but there's a certain charm to it. It's how shittily it's done. It's kind of like a joke in and of itself. Kind of goes full circle and becomes funny again.
pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to
Good
answer,
question.
it makes no
He
difference
actually
to
wouldn't
me.
know it.
This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First, give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, in my brain, I'm like, how would... like, I had, like, a fucking brain aneurysm here. I was like, so if they all have seen each other before, how would Ace not have recognized the others? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. that's like a major plot point that is well explained. Okay, yeah. If Santa and June are in on it, they wouldn't have fucking brought that shit up. And then, Snake was being, blackmailed, and then Seven had memory loss.
Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
Interesting. In the other endings, didn't he also had Lotus fucking Lotus's bracelet with him, right? Fuck, I'm trying to remember. But maybe the that 1-9 door was fucked up. So yeah, so the 9-man bracelet would be 6. Okay.
One more time.
But then how would Ace have opened up that one door though? What was it, the 3 door? Right, because he used I guess Kubota, like, yeah, I guess he could have had any fucking bracelet, yeah? Because we didn't find a bracelet on the floor of the shower room. So that could have been fucking anything. Yeah.
Now open! No! What is this? Why? That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now! Ah! No! Ugh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
I guess if everyone else didn't know that he had propropagnosia, then they would have been like very fucking. If they did recognize him at all, they'd be like, "Holy shit, he's gonna kill me."
You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet.
Well, how would he have killed the captain, though?
All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before.
But he was dead already, motherfucker.
You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki, chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel.
So if that's 3, fuck. Let's assume that the 9 bracelet he had is actually 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. In order to equal a 3, in order to get to that room, it would have to equal 12. Maybe temporarily that one equaled 5? It's a convoluted plan. Or maybe you just had a master bracelet that would just like equal whatever it would need to equal for Ace to kill.
Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in.
And this is assuming that the 9 bracelet that he had from 9 Man is actually like a 6. No, but like the fucking dickhead went into the fucking door at the start of the game. So what the fuck's going on with this last door?
9 seconds later, the door
It
closed.
would have to equal 9. Shit. Well, there
And
goes
then
that
81
idea.
seconds passed.
Yeah, because the one guy, the 9 Man at the very beginning of the game, added shit together in order to go through that one door, which would have equaled that, which means 9 Man's bracelet would have had to be 9.
And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project.
Oh, that's when he would have fucking killed it. So he would have known there was a guy in the captain's quarters, so he would have known the code to then go inside that door. And I guess there would have just been an axe there, and he would have already been drugged, but goddamn.
Of course you would have known.
You didn't think that was
the solution to
suspicious?
every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to
And he
kill
didn't
him.
question like, this is really suspicious. How much people want me to murder these guys for them.
You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took, and then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you kids and that wacky dog.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1, there are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please, Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet. In many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Save here again. I'm curious about where we are on the flow. No, oh my god. It's just insane to me. It's so funny to me, though. Like, holy shit. Like, you get here, not only do you open like 10 squares, but each of these squares is worth like 3 of these squares. Holy shit. What a game. I mean, to come up with a game with this many branching storylines and this much like crazy ass like shit. What do they call it? Where it's like fiction based on nonfiction, or vice versa. I guess no, yeah, fiction based on nonfiction, right? Historical fiction. I guess not really that, but something similar to that. I do think this game is quite a an achievement by the dude who made it. Apparently, one of the dudes in the chat, I want to say it might have been Amerisharts. Maybe it wasn't Amerisharts though. Maybe it was fuck. I'm actually like blank on who it might have been. Is also a fan of this guy's work, way more than me. To the point where he actually knew the guy's name and the other games he worked on. I'm actually kind of curious to play this whole series.
The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah, by manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
What you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's
That's how I was
orders.
telling you. They were like both combo. Santa and June combo.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
My slug bitch of a sister.
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake, Junpei. You just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw. What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
We're entering some Fight Club territory now.
I don't know. I just. Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were 2 separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters
we're not on the boat, are we?
Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed?
Because I played the other timelines.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in 2, like an upside-down Y. Like a flowchart screen, if you will. The river flows from top to bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction and it can never go backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream, the future. But people downstream will never know about the one another either. Information only flows along a path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the perfect field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? Am I the 9th letter? I am the 9th letter of the alphabet. I'm also 0. That's true, not really 0, not yet. Oh, like I'm fucking 0? Oh, I call bullshit on that one. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where'd she go? Unless that was someone talking to me. Was that like an internal monologue or someone talking to me? That's June talking to me, maybe. Well, that would make sense. Once again, because June is... Yeah, alright, so that would make sense. June is 0. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why's Clover? Ah, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turning the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Nah, so that was like June, like, I guess psychically talking to me. So I guess, what? I guess maybe we're in this together because A, we knew June before, and I guess whatever weird psychic thing we have, June also has, of seeing alternate timelines. Fisto was a bad guy all along, kidnapping people to fist them. Well, when we did wake up on the ship, we did have a very sore butthole. Sure isn't about to take the gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks kind of drained. Guess he's going for the door, huh? Doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
I don't think he understands how Santa works. Santa's like a genie, right? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. See if the door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
I feel like Lotus got a really bad fucking rap here. Of, like, having the least to do with all this shit, yet being thrown in anyway.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
And also being, like, the least, like, at least in the early timeline parts. Like, being the most suspicious one during, like, the first, like, 2-3 rooms. We're more than halfway done, this line. I'll save again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. You can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. We just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Is there any combination that will work? Well, couldn't we try anyway? Just because, like, we're not even sure what number the door is, what numbers we have. Everything seems to be fucked up.
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? God, fucking math Asians. I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. She certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Aw, man, she doesn't look very happy. Well, hey, no need to be ripping out pages like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. 2, 4, 5. Alright, get fucked, Lotus.
What?
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that as bad as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Dad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
I need those delicious titties
7.
in my life.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can't all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shit's fucked up. We don't even know if it's 9 or what.
What is this?
Probably equals 6.
Why?
Yeah, probably equals 6 or some shit.
The digital route should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Yep.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago.
Okay.
The digital
So,
route was 9 then, I'm sure. of it.
9-man's bracelet is actually a 9 bracelet. Alright, I was confused. So, like, that would open a whole metric fuck ton of plot holes. That means that the one dude, the fake snake, whatever the fuck his name is, Nijisaki, he was in a fake 2 bracelet, or a real 2 bracelet, whatever.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high, there's no way in hell we could get to that hole Sun popped out 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Game over, man. I was watching. Yeah, so this has to be... Yeah, it says at the top right, Akane vision. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch, I felt everything he felt. I knew. Or maybe we're not psychic, but like Akane's just able to beam shit into our head. Either past or present, I don't fucking know. Guess we'll figure it out. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field said we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. Once again, we may very well be in the fucking building in Nevada. Now I'm like really questioning that shit. If they're both like identical, you know? That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one side of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. Alright, so that's why we're on the ship, is because we were able to like mind meld Vulcan style with Jun. There's like compatibility there. I guess a Snake had to fucking, what do they call it, like a paradox shit? Or not Snake, fucking Santa had to kidnap us to have us in the situation, to have a possible reality where Akane's still alive. In order to confirm it, I guess. That's how Akane's here, and also dead, but also survives in the past. Different timelines and shit. I think that's what they're going for. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them, determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrate, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was how I was able to grasp what's happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Brother Aoi, he was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. I really want to kick the ass of the nerd in the center with the glasses. Just instinctively. They all looked about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We all ran down the straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fistfight. A girl was watching them began to cry. I want to go home. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the Nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. This when all hope seemed lost. The light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. If that's what you want to call it. The fights died down, we gathered
I
around him.
have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We were split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. Like the Psycho Mantis fucking origin story. For some reason, this room had a number 9, but this time it was only 1. It was the only one. But if there was only 1 door, that meant 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
Did 5 of them go and then 4 of them go? We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already.
Warning, warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat, emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair, and then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. It was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we'd call him
Don't
Seven.
worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven said it did. 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. It'd be cooler if like Seven was like the WCW 7. You know, the Goldust character. We'd we crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down to the hall. We came out on the other side of the door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
Oh, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then I had dropped it. Had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back, I had to, but I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. Well, that's pretty insane. I mean, there's a psycho trying to throw you into an incinerator. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down. Finally, I reached the bomb deck. I ran to the hallway and looked around
There
frantically.
it is!
Just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom... Was it a pocket pussy? The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. The Futanari Mitsubishi Samurai. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone simply pulled up the corners of his
Come
mouth.
with me. We must continue the experiment.
Shook my head, eyes wide, slowly began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
Shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like
Stop
Hongo.
struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open. My brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
Then
You're too late.
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, fists clenched. Those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slams shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached in his pocket and removed 2 bracelets, waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. Checked the screen and tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What are they doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me, as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Let's save again. Well, goddamn. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding the door behind me. Pounding on the door behind me. I guess pounding the door would mean a little differently. I turned around and ran towards the door with a 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit, man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Oh god, we kind of like switched into and out of that real fucking seamlessly. I was like, wait a minute, what? What's Clover
Santa
doing
started
here?
the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I guess she would have been like gun to her head like that entire time that we weren't there, and I guess June and Santa wouldn't have explained jack shit.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now.
Wouldn't it be kind of funny though if they explained it all to Lotus right now?
I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
Well, Lotus, a funny story about that. Like Chris, what's in Aqua Teen? The cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future. Months and months ago.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn!
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lois isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. Floor, it's moving. It's a puzzle machine! You must shove this in your ass and this in your mouth. And then squeeze on these two shafts here and here. It's the only way to get us out of this fucking incinerator.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. Still upsets me, Gable, that you don't like Fight Club. You need to rewatch that movie at least 3 or 4 times. And then see how you feel about it. After you watch it like 5 times back to back to back to back. Just don't, like, throw out all your plans one weekend. And just put that movie on repeat until you learn to like it. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. Okay, so Akane being like one of the people who should have been in the building queue, who like beams thoughts into others. Couldn't really figure this out, but me being Junpei, who is a receiver of shit, a power bottom, if you will, I am prepared to... Wait, or vice versa, right? Yeah, right? So are we receiving... How the hell are we going to help Akane, then? Wasn't the whole idea that we, like, beam our shit back to her in the past? Or do I have that, like, reverse? I might have that reversed, actually. Yeah, right? I'll pass on the nut job for tagness. Oh, it's so cool. It's such a cool movie, though, Gable. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is my reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives me home. Alright, Junpei, calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. Man, I wish I would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. No shit. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it? Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you just get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Huh, well, at least it's on now. Playing checkers or some shit? What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Well, no shit. This isn't new. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across it on a 5x5 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well,
I don't
we
have a
hope,
timer on this bitch, right? Let's save just in case it is something like that. Alright, puzzle, how do you work? It's that same goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzles on the screen. Sure, I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I guess everyone else in this thing was like the beam ideas to someone else, and Akane is to receive ideas from other motherfuckers, right? Or do I have that opposite? I think the whole idea is that like we as Junpei do this shit and then beam it to her. Some shit like that. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightened, evil face was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still
It's
muffled.
simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but still tore my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back my
You're
tears.
a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
This ship going down is very similar to Frieza's 5 minutes until Namek explodes.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
Okay, so maybe that door is a 9 door, but then wouldn't have Ace known about that? He can only get through it the other way. But no, like 5 of the kids got through the door, right? Fuck.
The verification
Maybe it's a different door.
of the red?
I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. Grabbed the red, put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
It really is Frieza, goddamn.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, gulping, sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. Stare at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Watch is like the easiest puzzle in the game. Bring on the flow. Nope. I haven't fucking moved. All I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, arms weak, mind spaghetti. I think I got that verse right. My blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached in my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Junpei had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me, Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please!
I'm pretty sure it's my mind is spaghetti. Trust me. I know.
Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven Lows didn't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over there?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane!
Shit.
Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. It wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly, like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Tetsuo Kaneda!
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Well, even if we save Akane, she's just gonna be a psycho. Don't get me wrong, she'll kill the 4 heads of Cradle Pharmaceuticals, but she still puts us in this fucked up situation.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. Alas, I finally understand what all this means. Hold up, we're saving again. I'm just very worried that there's a legitimate time fucking constraint. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Once again, poor Lotus. She has the least to do with all of this. Oh my god. She is there specifically for visual aesthetics. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is, Zero is, Akane Kurashiki. You recreate the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. Kinda like when Trunks is talking shit on Android 13. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That just means that there's only one thing for me to do. You know, there's all some sort of insane plan. I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin 6 minutes.
God damn! Let's just keep standing here. Let's make it so we only have 1 minute to do this puzzle. Fuck you. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. I must save my 8-year-old waifu. I know she's illegal now, but that's not important. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way. I'm so worried that there's gonna be a time limit.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than our pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. Got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. I just need to switch them out. Staring at it's not going to accomplish anything. Let's have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before.
I think we might need to have this equal 9, right?
I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Hint. Press hint. Numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. Do I have to switch out letters for numbers? Did I get that right? I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. The square at the bottom. Let's just say blank when I press hint. Wait, what? Alright, so 1, 9, it's 10. Plus 17. 27. 29. 31, which equal 4. Oh no, I feel like that's not it. If I switch that out for 1? that do good? You have to have everything equal 9 or something? Five, 2, 2, 7. Do I have it to? Let them hint off. All the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. Does that mean they're supposed to match? And need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. They're affected by a change in squares. When I switch out the 3 with 5, the number increases by 2. Okay. But the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. Nice, let's keep that on. If I add that to A? Do I have a C? No. I could switch these out. Fuck, okay. Well, still, this equals 9. All of these are 9, which is good. Start from the bottom and work our way up, maybe? Maybe. Alright, so now I switch this out for something. A? No. 5. No. S. No. 3. No. Is that good? Do we win? Fuck, that's probably not what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. It displays the adjacent squares add up to. So most of the answers should be 2 digits. So most of the answers should be 2 digits. What do you mean? B square only has a single digit. Must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots. They're digital roots and they always add up to 1 digit. So we like 5, 3, and 1 maybe? Yeah, okay, so that's what that is. I'm not supposed to have it be 9 then? Maybe I'm supposed to have it be 0. Once again, we should absolutely be dead by this point. That's with all of them equaling 9. Can this ever be 0? I feel like no, because you can't have a digital root of 0. Shit! You would think they would all equal 9, you know? I don't know, is that not where your mind would go? Immediately, it's like get them all to equal 9. Maybe have them all equal 5, because we have 5 bracelet? I don't fucking know, maybe. No, because we want this, oh god damn it. I don't fucking know. I just get the bottom one to equal 5 somehow with something. No. Shit! Add the numbers, but there are letters here too. Well yeah, it's hexadecimal, obviously. You replace the letters with numbers. Oh, is that all it is? Make all the digital roots the same. square doesn't get a hint number. It's the 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. 9 square is a different rule. If only I knew what number goes there. Shit. Alright, so remove all the letters on the board or in my like slot here. Raspoud. Oh wait, password? Oh, wait. Ah, wait a minute. So maybe cycle through these until it says password? Freaky. Okay, there we go. Once again, the best password to have is password. Oh wait, shit. Is the password password? It's incredible. It's the kind of password an idiot would have on his luggage. Can't believe it. It's the same combination I have on my luggage. No, alright, so that's the password isn't password. The password just gets me to the password screen. 0, Nonary, all ice. Fuck. Password. I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to do here? Drowsep? Fuck, dude. Nonary? Fucker, dude. I tried 0, right? I already tried that 1. Screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one. Would the hint have been on that one? Fuck, if I reset it though, wouldn't I just like have to do that one again? Fuck. What did it say on the last one? I don't want to have to do it. Yakane? I don't know. Santa? The puzzle. The answer ended up being password. That there was an extra space. The 9th square. 9th letter of the alphabet? Maybe? The 9th square is the password. No, I can't even go back there. Puzzle. I solved it by making the hint all squares 9. The hint number should be 9 as well. That means, what do you fucking mean? Like NIE or just 9? Oh wow, really? That's a hell of a password. You can brute force that in about 2 milliseconds. 1 character passwords. People give that one, you know, 8 a password in Resident Evil 1 and a whole bunch of shit.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Which is why we're both dead now.
Now I just have to press enter!
Fucking hurry it up, bitch.
What the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
shut down. It worked.
Tears rolled down my face. I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. Well, then get the fuck out of here. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief fled my body. At the same time, with strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing, crying, enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Look at that hell of a fucking numpad on the right there. It's like 4x5. I guess that's kind of it, right? With like the minus and slashes, but there's no like big 0 key or big enter key. They're all different. I need to tell Akane.
Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh,
Click.
Of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over to the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, 7 Lows don't look particularly happy with me. Not very nice look to give someone who just saved your
Junpei,
lives.
are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. Pissed off the right word, though? Maybe just confused. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Oh, okay, I got it. He's just going full retard. His finger is just hovering over the enter key. Am I gonna hit it, guys? Wait.
Incineration will begin 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
What the crap? He's slowly turning into Strong Bad. He was doing that last puzzle with boxing gloves on his hands. Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, it's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell's going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. Why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. Wait, what do you mean, wait, of course? That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. Oh, who can get the fuck out of here? Oh, what's good, Massive Man Steve? How you doing, bro? Oh, so we're at the very end here. So what, we gotta have them equal 9? St. Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. Yeah, that's it. The number on the door is into 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. We just had to put in the right number into the red end.
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh, shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one, or we are fucked. Alright, no time to explain. Just
Quick,
go.
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. The incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, it's time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go!
That complete Silent Hill 2. Nah, dude. I mean, I'm like... I don't even know. I'm not terribly far into that one. Maybe 3 hours in? Maybe 4? I mean, like, realistically 3 hours in, but I think my, like, total game time is around 4 hours. Yeah, this is, like, stream start time, stream end time. But, we're slowly working on that. I usually, like, swap between games, you know what I mean? Like, I'll usually, like, rotate between 2 or 3 games at any point in time. Sometimes 4, but never more than that. If it's, more than 4, then not only will I never finish any of them, but then it's, like, I'm so slowly getting through all of them, and then every time I pick up the controller, I completely forget how to play. Come on, guys, move it. But, tonight we're doing Silent Hill 2. We're doing Silent Hill 2 tonight, tomorrow morning, and tomorrow evening. At which point I think I'm then gonna do another game in that rotation of 2. Probably Resident Evil 8, maybe? I play it on my Steam Deck. Would that be the PC version? Because I heard that version wasn't the best, but maybe. Unless you got PS2 emulation on that bitch, which you might. Your emulation's really good for it. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. We're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Alright, well, I think we're in the final stretch. Yeah, now it's just the ending, I think.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh a lot when he wants to. It's like Clover and Lois are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap.
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. Got a raging boner. Exactly what you want to tell an 8-year-old in the past. Once again, she's legal now, so it's not weird. So did it equal 8 specifically because Zero Akane Santa combo? Knew that it would just be Akane and Santa, I guess, executing Ace Joe Pesci style in the other room. The door opened, saying in front of us was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice is almost gone from screaming. I leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. What is this game? 999, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors, some combination of that. Was the original name when it was on the DS. Right now on Steam it is called Zero Escape. The Nonary game. Zero Escape has the first game and the PS Vita sequel both in one pack on Steam. Pretty good combo. It's like a mystery detective puzzle room visual novel combo. Very good shit. You're kind of here at the very end. But hopefully it doesn't spoil too much. If it looks interesting to you, I strongly recommend it. Great game. Beat was almost as if it was like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. Good thing she grabbed the fucking bracelets on the floor, huh? I let the ones home go. Oh, never mind. I dropped on the scanner panel. Oh, there we are. Yes. Good thinking. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who'd call 7 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. I guess Snake wasn't really looking at you, but whatever. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Boy was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 snakes out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. If they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe air again. Is 7 talking? Do you make choices that kill characters and change the story? Yes. So the game has many branching paths. You separate into different rooms and different combos of characters. Some of the paths you spend more time with other characters. Sometimes you don't see other characters in certain paths. And you discover the backgrounds of the different characters. And all the bad endings pretty much end with most or some people dying. Good game. Strongly recommended.
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Who the fuck uses base 27?
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Oh,
Q.
26!
Oh, so it's a fucking Q in base infinity? Goddamn. Ace Ramp says every time they make noises like sighing or surprise, sound like they're playing with themselves. That's just Japanese shit in general, right? Just like American voice actors not knowing what the fuck to do with the Japanese script of having fucking exclamation sounds all the goddamn time. It's like when everyone shouts their fucking moves in fighting games, right? Or like party-based action games. I really do think it stems from just Japanese theater, you know, where you overact. In the Japanese theater where you like paint up your face and you overact everything, I think it's called bukkake. It's just like that.
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear at any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. It's like the staircase in Final Fantasy VII. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe it's just a short rest. I can't stop, I don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant gold dragon, finally. Case in point, Ace. It's just a Japanese bukkake. I just looked up bukkake. I hope you had Google image safe search off. It's kind of a strange form of Japanese theater, admittedly, and the face paint they use is a little questionable, but it is a very important Japanese theater art. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here!
Please do.
I can't even tell if you're fucking with me, Massive Man Steve. Oh, God. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open now. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. That was the joke, Massive Man. See, it was it's called kabuki. I have to explain the joke. The original, the Japanese theater is called kabuki, but I like to call it bukkake because it it fucks with people. But if you actually did Google search bukkake, because you didn't know what it means, that's fucking awesome. I'm actually really, really happy that I was the one to show you the light. I love the Japanese. You really do. They're an interesting group of people. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always he. That's awesome, dude. He gave me a small reassuring squeeze. Or just for the record, right? Streaming goes both ways. You think I'm here to entertain you guys? No, you guys are here to entertain me. Wait, who the fuck said that? That was fucking. God, what was the name of that one streamer, the fighting game streamer? It was just like, you should love yourself now. Take that air, that little bit of the ozone. What was that guy's name? What's that fucking guy's name? What's that called? The guy called Low Tier God? Or am I just completely mixing that shit up? Anyway, goddamn. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. God, that speech is ridiculous. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We finally were able to escape from that gigantic. On the distant horizon. So they really did sink this fucking ship 9 years ago. Goddamn. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, then it was gone. Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It's over. It's finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. God damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait.
No, what?
You gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
Yep. Thought so.
This is the
Interesting.
building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
We see all of the fucking Spurgs doing the fucking Area 51 raid. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise, huh? Let's hear something fall. Right, our bracelets. I've never really got a good look at the underside of these things. Wait, why wouldn't you get an Oh, like the inside of it, I guess they mean. See what's inside of you. A little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There's never a detonator to begin with. Wait, what do you mean there's never a detonator to begin with? Still bombs in our butthole, yeah? Figures.
Jumpy.
Or maybe they only put bombs in in the fucking 9 men and that's it. Yeah, I guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Got a psychic connection with the fucking past, dude. Oh, there's definitely gonna be post-credit sequence. Gonna have like Samuel L. Jackson recruit us for whatever stupid team he's creating now. Like, Junpei, you're one of the greatest betas on planet Earth. You have one-nightus over your elementary school crush. How would you like to join our beta squad? Yeah, a good game. I still really like it. Obviously, the ending gets really, really out there. But I mean, that's like Japanese media in general. Yeah, even JRPG is my preferable genre, is full of that kind of shit. Although, you know, if you guys see the ending, it does create a whole hell of a lot less reason to play through the game, but it's still good. I guess you can play through the sequel if you guys want as well, fucking on your own time if you want. Once again, Zero Escape, the Nonary game, has both games in it. And the sequel, some people like even more. That's where you, like, separate into pairs, and you have to figure out who you need to screw over and who you need to work with. and who's going to try to screw you over. And there's like a shit, like the flowchart of that one is insane. What about Ace? What happened to him and Santa? I guess we don't figure it out. Maybe the post-sequence, credit sequence will figure it out. But Santa and Ace, Santa and June are crazy as shit, and did indirectly murder the other three. Granted, they kind of deserved it, but still. So I would assume that they just shoot Ace in the head.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious, half joking. Thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then
Man, it looked like you got the fuck beat out of you. I did get the fuck beat out of me. Yeah. Well, it looks like someone beat the fuck out of you, but I'm gonna go.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned in.
See? I told you you're not okay. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
I guess the 8th graders, the 5 8th graders that like broke the fucking necks of the 400 rabbits. So only the Japanese would come up with shit like that. I wonder if that actually happens in Japan. I mean, you know, they are sick in the head. Once again, they did kill Shinzo Abe because he told the truth. Look at Nevada desert go past. Oh shit, it's a Ford Bronco. We're an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. And I'm sure there's some asshole who knows more about cars, like, it's not a Ford Bronco, that's actually a Chevy Malibu. Sure was nice of someone to leave. Sure that says something. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and the gas in the tank. Almost as if it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezing the back seat here. Who the fuck's driving then? I still can't believe. Oh, Lotus driver? Oh, Clover, gotcha.
This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Don't hit a rock, bitch.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
If you guys ever drive out west, I mean, I guess some of you guys probably fucking live out west, but goddamn, I'm from East Coast. Driving out west is crazy. When you're like going through like Oklahoma and the top of Texas and like New Mexico, Arizona, there's like fucking nothing for like 100 goddamn miles. That is an absolute fear in the back of your mind. Like, wow, if I break down here, I'm fucked.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright?
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
How do we know they're in a car?
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
California traffic was worse. Oh, California traffic is hell, dude. What a fucking psycho over there.
There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
I've never been to America. Shit, where are you from again, man? France or something? I can believe it. I always forget. Have too many homies. In Europe. Ireland. Ah, shit, I was close. France is just like Ireland. There's another dude who was in chat a few days ago that was from France. It's like, ah, shit. Well, top of the morning, you motherfucker. May the road rise up to meet you, and the wind may ever be at your back. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. France is just like Ireland. Shit, dude. Fuck. I like you, Massive Man, Steve. You're a funny motherfucker. You gotta understand, I love fucking with people. It's like my favorite thing. If I had to make it like a list of things I love most in the world, fucking with people is #1. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. For sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes in the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Jesus Christ, dude. The Japanese are fucked, man. The moment we saw what they were doing, Junpei ran up to them furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. Massive Man Steve says, I've been to France for the first time in August. How did you like it? I've heard mixed things. Heard some of the touristy places are alright, but I heard some parts of the city have been going down to the shitter. But I don't know. Some people really hate France. Other people seem to enjoy it. Yeah, he quickly scooped the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
Policeman and I head back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swollen lumps.
Run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where the tooth had fallen. See, when he said that, he stuck the tongue through the hole in his mouth. I got like the mental image of fucking what was it? Mankind with the Hell in the Cell match, right? Where he like sticks his fucking tongue through the fucking hole in his lip where his fucking tooth is in his fucking nostril. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground, tossed him to
They
the
asked
wind.
me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
Let's see, Master Man Steve says, well, I went to Paris and stayed in a place, like, outside Paris. The countryside was nice, gotcha. I went to Royan, was swimming in the sea and stuff. Went to a nude beach and was swimming naked with her girlfriend, it was cool. Was the nude beach super degenerate, or was it, like, somehow normal? I feel like the nude beaches that exist in America, which I've never been to, but I hear that it's like, you just get really, really weird sex perverts and elderly swingers, and it's just like, wow, like very degenerate individuals.
I couldn't forgive him for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Well, you can say that again, Jumpy. Of course, they probably don't know any more
Like
than
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Oh, so he's just here? Do they want us to murder him? We gotta get a, like, Quentin Tarantino scene, like a trunk shot, before we, like, you know, execute him. Yeah, you say Quentin Tarantino, but didn't, fucking Goodfellas, didn't they do a, trunk scene? Not sure if that was before or after Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs I always thought was like a little bit overrated. I mean, I like the movie, don't get me wrong, but some Tarantino fans really, really like it. Holy shit. He looks like he'd just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
Massive Man Steve says the nude beaches, most of the people there were old and wrinkly. Gotcha. Yeah, that's why I always, like, my mental image of nude beaches was just mostly elderly motherfuckers, which kind of strange. I think everyone kept to themselves. Okay. Strange concept, though, right? Don't you think? Like, why is it such an older generational thing? Strange. I don't know. Just to me, anyway. But then again, when I went, you know, when I was spending time in Japan, I lived there for 2 years. I did think the onsens, yeah, like the outdoor onsens. I thought that was also kind of weird too. I know the Japanese are very cool with nudity, but I'm like, I don't know. I think it's weird. I feel weird being naked around people I don't know. I don't know if that's normal or not normal. Maybe there's something fucked up with me, but you could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set.
So I decided to burn children alive.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Yeah.
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk. We gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. We're already there, bro. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. The whole Alice thing was just a big red herring.
This is for you.
What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
It's like he's giving her a voodoo doll of himself. You must use the blood of the chicken, then pick up the squavy dagger, man. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made up of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so that means it's for you, right?
It's a blow-up doll, you sick weirdo. Who the fuck sold this to you?
Are you sure it's not
Oh wow,
a
it
voodoo
actually is a
doll?
voodoo doll.
Wait, what? That's...
Maybe that shit's funnier in Japanese.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Because I'm trying to rush things by giving you a whole bunch of gifts. Marry me, Akane, please, I need you. No,
well,
don't run, get back here!
After June,
Fucking women, and then he goes onto Reddit.
Too much. I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and...
Fucking lying women, bitches! Ah!
I just thought I'd,
Shit's so funny to me, dude.
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
Junpei, you're being culturally insensitive? Just because they're tribal, they don't speak English, right? Is that what you're getting at?
Give this.
You might as well be putting on blackface.
It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body. Hold up. Save it here and look at the flow. We have one more question block. Ah.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you, I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of the sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with Jun Nakane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as Jun. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphogenetic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright. Let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then I make sense of what Seven remembers. Seven makes sense. Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Well, ask him again, see if his story changed, and like we fucking made a weird-ass time ripple. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Well, was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He
Hey,
couldn't.
look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
What?
Yes, it all perfectly went to plan, Mr. President. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Freaky. And I believe she's a character in the sequel. If you'd like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough after saving the game, we'll restart from the beginning. Yeah. Save here. Oh, there we go. That is 999. At least that's what I call it. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. A very good game. I really enjoy it. Never played the sequel. Probably will play the sequel next year. Hold on. It's actually stuck. There we go. Yeah, just say, what exactly is Memories of Escape? When we choose this, what exactly happens? Oh, just to, like, replay the, puzzles, if that's what you really want to do. Okay. Interesting. I feel like the puzzles out of context of the story kind of don't really... The puzzles are interesting because of the story, if that makes sense. But, I mean, yeah, it's cool if there's a option there. But yeah, that was 999. The Nonary games is how you can find on Steam. Zero Escape, the Nonary games. And as first game and the second one. I forget what the second one's called. Zero's Last Reward or some shit. And there are a lot of people who like that one more, although I hear people like the story of this one more. But the sequel has a lot more branching paths, which some people really, truly enjoy. And then there's a third one of the series, which I don't think reviewed terribly well. Like, it didn't review poorly, but it has kind of, it kind of has mediocre reviews. That one called, I think I own it because it was like balls cheap. Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. Although the artwork on it is a lot more, I guess, edgier would be the word I would use. That one came out in like maybe 2014 or something. Let me check that store page. Shit, there we are. We'll have some goofy ass fucking music here. Yeah, so the overall review is 84% positive for Zero Time Dilemma, the third game of the series. But the recent reviews are only 66%. Interesting. I wonder why they're low. Let's see if we can kind of see it. Maybe some of the characters people don't like. Should have been a fantastic game held back by development drama due to poor sales. The game has some great moments though. Probably could have lived up to the Virtuous Last Reward, which is a sequel, if given a chance. If you like the first two games, you'll probably at least sort of enjoy this one, which is basically where I'm at. Okay. So people really like 1 or 2, and I guess the third one is just kind of okay-ish. Game feels slow, clunky, choreography is weird, and the characters aren't as interesting and likable. Alright. Well, next year we'll play through the sequel and give that a shot. But I'm going to go do shit. I was thinking of playing some Silent Hill 2 now, but holy shit, 3 hours, what the fuck? I don't know what it is about games. I feel like games in general, the endings are so fucking long and padded. It's not just this game, it's like all games period, have really long endings. So, you know, at least ones that are more story-based, you know what I mean? But thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully you guys are hanging in there. But much love. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, IRL. You guys are important too. Peace out, and see you guys tonight for some Silent Hill 2.